Hello everyone, it's Nathan here from Nasky Collects. I am completely aware that intro sounded like I was about to play a game. This video is basically going to highlight the differences between the 82 Toyota Supra Super Treasure Hunt and the Mainline Supra. This video is not intended to be very long. It's going to be between 5 to 10 minutes maximum. So I'm going to jump straight into it. All the differences will be the same basically for every Mainline and every Super Treasure Hunt. They're basically the same things, but they just look different on every single car. For the Super Treasure Hunt, they use Spectra Flame paint. This is just a name used by Mattel for the metallic finishes. This paint was used on the original Hot Wheels cars between 1968 all the way to 1972, and now obviously the Super Treasure Hunts. I guess that's one of the reasons why it's just so special. It's just hardly used anymore. And for the Mainline, they just use enamel paint. Enamel paint is typically used for like model painting. They usually come in the tiny jars. The paint is also applied with a brush, but the enamels hide the brush strokes better than acrylic paint, which is exactly why they use the enamel. You don't have to worry about not having a nice clear coating with enamel paint. The second difference will be the alloys on the wheels. This is just very quick and very simple. As you can see on the left hand side, the difference between them. Most people will categorize the wheels as just one thing. I think the alloys and the tires are two separate things. I mean, I know that the tires go on the alloys, but there are two different things in general. Number 3, we're going to talk about the tires. I don't think this is really something you'd particularly notice too much unless you knew about it, and that's exactly what this video is for. It's to educate people on Super Treasure Hunts and Mainlines and the difference between them. Obviously this video is solely focused on the Supra. So the Super Treasure Hunt wheels are actually rubber compared to the Mainline ones that are actually just plastic. The rubber wheels are usually referred to as real rider wheels. This is just a term commonly used to describe any two-piece wheel that features rubber tread basically. As you can see, a close-up of both. Number 4. This is one that I haven't seen many people talk about, but if you can see them side by side, as you can right now, there is a big difference, and that is the backing cards. As you can see on the Super Treasure Hunt, the backing card actually has the same color paint, so it's the metallic-y color as the Super Treasure Hunt itself, whereas the Mainline is just using the enamel, which we've gone over before. On the backing card, it just mimics that. This is something that I never even realized until recently, looking at them side by side. For me, this is a real big factor of actually being able to tell the difference on this car specifically, because seeing them actually side by side there is a huge difference in that. Got number 5 now, and that is the Treasure Hunt logo. On every Super Treasure Hunt, there should be a small TH logo somewhere on the car. This car in particular, it's very difficult to find. Sometimes it's on the side, but on this one particular car, it's on the back, on the left hand side. It's very, very small, and it took me a while to find it until, again, I had to put them side by side to see the difference. There you go. I'm not entirely sure how well you'll be able to see it, but if I need to, I will just put an arrow to where it actually is. If you see it in person, you will then know what to look for. The 6th and final point is very quick. This is the Super Treasure Hunt logo, which is the low production symbol. It's the gold symbol that is underneath the car on the front, so you have to tilt the card backwards and you'll be able to see it. But obviously the Mainline does not include this, and with some cars sometimes it's actually harder to see the symbol, but if you use all of these combined, you will definitely be able to tell the difference. I hope you enjoyed this video, a side-by-side comparison. This is going to be a little mini series. As you know, my main series that I do on the channel, me and my wife collecting all 15 Super Treasure Hunts of 2023. We are basically building a fund from buying and selling things. We're starting right now, we're selling some of our own items. Like, I brought a load of Pokemon cards for really cheap. I've already made profit on it. So what I'm doing with it now is just selling off the rest, and that's all going towards the fund. It's kind of crazy how far we've come already. I have just released episode 5 this past Monday, so every Monday will be a new episode. The next one in this particular series is going to be the Glory Chaser. I will probably go over these same points, but in probably some kind of different way, and you will get a side-by-side comparison. Again, I'm going to try and keep these videos kind of short, but also I'm going to try and keep them entertaining. I'm going to try and keep them engaging. I don't want to particularly repeat the exact same thing every single time, so we will just see how this series goes. So if you could do me a giant favour, please give this video a like, please subscribe, and comment down below what is your personal favourite super treasure hunt of 2023. And I'll see you in the next one.